Hey friends, welcome back to Storytime with Mr. L, and today we're talking about new nonfiction coming to the library this week, and with this being the day before the Super Bowl and my kids loving football and loving the NFL, what better way to start than with a series of books, one for every single team in the NFL. So books like the Bears and the Bills, but we've got all 32 teams, including, of course, our Super Bowl teams who are playing tomorrow. The Patriots, we got Drake May on the cover with Tom Brady, and the Seahawks with DK and Steve Largent, which is amazing to me. These are 2026 copyright, and we still have DK. Things change so fast in the NFL, but so cool to have like the old superstar and the new face of the team. More appropriate here with Drake May and Tom Brady, or Caleb Williams and Walter Payton. So super excited, 33 NFL books coming out this week. Also, my kids are always excited and interested in police. So we've got one on police officers, lots of kids interested in police officers and interested in police dogs. So one of each of those. Juneteenth, a lot of kids interested in how that came about and what that is. So we've got a book on Juneteenth. A topic that no student ever gets tired of, space. 2 books, general books about space coming out. Super fun space books. All right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, how cute is this? A book of poetry, Doggone School. Just a little poetry for the kids to be reading, going on that 8-11 section. And Guinness 2026. So full of fun and weird information and facts and figures. So the 2025 copy is always on hold, always on reserve, never on the shelf. So why not add 2026 to the mix? Guinness 2026. 2 books of origami. One is dinosaurs, pretty fun, and the other one is cats origami. For those kids who are artistic, much more artistic than me, can get their origami on with 2 new origami books. Jewelry making for our friends who are interested in upping their game in their jewelry department. Jewelry making. Sensational circuits with STEM for our science-minded students, making circuits and doing some pretty cool experiments. Speaking of, let's have fun with science, is a big book of like 40 experiments. It's got all kinds of information, what to do, how to do it, all the details and diagrams are all here. It's a big, thick, full of exciting experiments. Science. Okay, where am I going next? I'm going here. Mystery, but not like novel mysteries, but things that are out in the world that are mysteries that we don't understand. We've got a book on the Loch Ness Monster. We've got a book on aliens. We have a book on Area 51. We have a book on the Bermuda Triangle. We've got one on Stonehenge and Bigfoot. I don't know that much about this stuff. It's kind of cool though. Especially here up in the Northwest, people are always talking about Bigfoot, lots of stickers and signs and everything. So I think this should be pretty popular. Human body. Kids are fascinated by the human body. How does it work? Why does it work? What does it do? So we've got the respiratory system, the digestive system, the muscular system, the circulatory system, the nervous system, and of course my personal favorite, the science of poop and farts. Think this one's gonna be busy? I think so. Poop and farts. All right. Let's see. All right, getting into the internet and some things going on. Be smart and safe online. Great for all of our learners. Great to think about what are we doing online with our kids, right? What is artificial intelligence, right? A lot of questions around this, a lot of uses on this. Of course, Google, you know, the AI response is now the first thing that we see. So this is an interesting one for our students. The next series I want to look at is a graphic novel series, nonfiction topics told through a fictional setting, and it is the Max Axiom series. I don't know if you've seen these. These are really neat. So they are graphic novel form, but sorry, they're new, so they're a little bit sticky. All kinds of cool information. So I'm just gonna go over the topics because I think they're really neat. I'm just gonna read them off to you. So we have this one, Animal Extinction Emergency, Journeying to New Worlds, Polar Ice Meltdown, Food Scarcity and Hunger, Journey to the Future of Transportation, the Global Water Crisis. I mean, this stuff is happening now. I think these are topics that maybe our kids don't know that much about, and this is a really great way for them to access these through these Max Axiom books. Climate Change on the Brink, Living Among Robots, more AI, Ocean Plastics Problem, Rainforest Destruction, Superbugs and Pandemics. Where was this book 6 years ago when we needed it? Exploring the Solar System and Beyond, more space. The World of Artificial Intelligence. Defending the Earth. Exploring Virtual Reality. And the last one, Returning to the Moon. So what a neat series. I think these will get busy for those kids who are really wanting to know more about what's happening on our planet. All right, one more stack, a little bit planet focused. Big Cats. What do the kids love? They love animal books. They love cat books. They love all of the wild cats. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful photo? So photos, information, big cats, beautiful. Curious Creatures, Working with Tools. So neat to think about all the animals that do really cool stuff, like when Jane Goodall discovered that chimpanzees could work with tools, and all the animals that we've really thought about since then and before then, and what are they using tools for. Pretty neat stuff. A book about amphibians. Just didn't have one of those, thought we'd get one of those. These books have been really popular, so I grabbed a couple more of the top 10 books. This is the top 10 furriest animals and the top 10 loudest animals. We have 4 other ones in the library that are getting checked out all the time, so we grabbed 2 more of those. 4 books on green. We've got green transportation, green energy, green farming, and green homes. And then these are neat too. These would you rathers, this has become quite a big thing lately with students. Would you rather be covered in snake scales or earthworm mucus? Don't know. I think snake scales for me. Earthworm mucus sounds pretty terrible. Don't think I want to be covered in it. Would you rather? It's a book full of options. We got a book about saving koalas, a little bit more of a chapter book style, less pictures. And our last book of the day is Blue Planet: Life in Our Oceans and Rivers. So cool, and I think just such a beautiful book with the animals, with the drawings, with the pictures. So there it is, nonfiction coming out this week. Get excited. Nonfiction is super fun, especially K1 and 2, but all the way up through grade 6. A lot of excitement around these things. I can't wait to get those football books out. I can't wait for kids to get into Max Axiom. Have a great day, friends. Happy reading.